Hi guys, in this one I have set myself a challenge to remove 10 plants from my collection. So basically there's three things that I will do with these plants, one or the other, and it'll be sell, gift or even bin. It's okay to do any of those things depending on your situation, depending on the plant and depending on what you feel like at the time, because for me you have to cleanse your soul. So I'm going to take you along with me while I pick. So let's go and see if we can pick 10 plants to remove from my collection. We're going to start at the main part of my, well, it's the fish room stroke plant room. And the reason I do this sometimes is just because I am an impulse buyer, and you know, sometimes if a plant is not doing it for me, whether that be I just don't like it, whether that be I'm struggling with it, whatever, for whatever reason, I do one of those three things, and that's gift, sell, or even bin, depending on that situation. Right, okay, so this is my Syngonians. There is no way I'm going to be moving any of my Syngonians on. Just spotted this random Hoya here. So this is a Hoya Flamingo Dream, and I do have quite a lot of Hoyas, and I think I've got one of these in a hanging basket. So we're going to put that in the 10. So we're going to lay the 10 plants here, and we're going to have them on this space here, and then we can decide which of the three we're doing with each plant. So we're on number 1. So we're back at the mini jungle. Like I said, there is no Syngonians going, but we do have other plants here. Now, I am going to, you probably might say I'm cheating here, but we're going to get in here and we're going to grab this Thai constellation. If you watched my last video, I did say that I'm going to give this to a friend, but it's still one of the 10, isn't it? So that's 2 plants we have already chose. This is probably easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to struggle, to be honest with you. Having said that, I've just come back to this space and I thought I was probably going to move more on from this part than I expected, but I was considering that Monstera Peru, but I kind of want to sort of like succeed with that. What else have we got? I mean, these are cuttings which will eventually move. I am growing these cuttings out for someone else. What else have we got? We have got the 2 Monstera mints, but I think I'm going to grow this one here, down here. I think I'm going to grow that out a bit more. Okay, so at the moment, I'm not picking anything from this section here, but we're going to go down below where we've got some ficus. Now this ficus here, I've already got one of them, so I'm gonna put that in the list. So the ficus goes on there too, a bit bigger, so it needs to stick out of there, so I'll be wrecking the leaves and no one will want to buy it or take it as a gift. So we're up to 3, guys. I think really when you think about it, the easiest ones are the ones that you've got more than one of. You can also repot double plants in one pot if you really want to, but I think all 3 of these plants here I've already got one of. Very recently in my collection I had a lot of philodendrons and I moved a lot of them on because I wasn't a fan of some of them, and actually the way that they grow when they grow outwards, I just thought they just take too much room up. So I have got hanging philodendrons, and this is the last philodendron that I had. It was one of those that grow outwards, and I kind of liked it. So I'm thinking maybe that one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to this one if I can't find any more, because I really like the leaf shape and the colour of this. We've got this collection of Anthurium, and if I'm honest with you, there's no way I'm not moving any of these on. Even these little things here that, you know, I ordered this one off eBay and it came and basically the leaves were all snapped in the box and I ended up with that. So I'm going to keep that because I want to grow that out. Obviously I can't count stuff like this because I'm growing that out to sell anyway. So I'm not going to count anything that I've already planned on doing. So no Anthuriums are going to leave the house. So moving over to the Alocasia. Now I have got 2 silver dragons, so there's one there and there's one there. What I would say is I did buy this as a nebula, but I don't think it is. Well, it's a silver dragon. So I'm going to get rid of this one. This is bigger than my other one. However, the other one was one of the first Alocasias I got, so I'm going to keep that instead. Now, I'm at 4, and like I said before, these plants are what I've already got the same kind of, so that makes it easy. But as I've just been walking around and realizing that that's going to run out, so the Brandytana may even end up in this list, but if I cannot make that end up in this list, I won't. But I'm really happy with the 4 so far. I'm going to count this. I'm going to count the Friday because my intention was always to sell this. Now, I am letting it, I repotted it about a week ago, so I won't be selling it in a hurry, but this will definitely be going on the list. We are halfway there. So again, actually, the Friday is a plant that I already have one of, obviously. So that's being good to me, but it just shows you, doesn't it, guys, that we do tend to buy, well, I tend to buy the same plant if I see one at an offer or whatever, or I like it. Like I do love a silver dragon, but you know, I've already got one, so the space there could go to a different type of alocasia, you know, and the same with the ficus. I've got so many of them, but we're 50% in. We just need to go and find another 5. So just back in this room, just checking over again, seeing if there's anything that, before I go looking elsewhere, because I have got them in other rooms in the house, just checking over to see if there's anything actually that I may get rid of. Now I've got 2 variegated peace lilies, but I love them. I'm not getting rid of one of them, but that Brandytana is going to be in there, isn't it? And then obviously I've got my monsteras, which the lights are in the way of, and I've got my big Taneki ficus. I did consider the big Adansonii. I don't know, I'm with everything it's been through, I'm a little bit attached to it, if I'm honest with you. Maybe, I don't know, we'll come back to it. So the only 2 plants that we're going to come back to in this room is the Brandytana and the Monstera Adansonii. Checking over the alocasia again, no, I'm not going to be getting rid of any of them. I mean, obviously little things like these grow outs, they don't count, so I'm not counting them. So no more alocasia. I just need to go and have a little look around the hole. Oh, actually, I've just found something. See, this is the thing with my fish room. On top of the tank, the Pothos Zebra Blue. I'm going to put that on the list. Don't ask me why. I've just seen it and thought to myself, I have considered getting rid of this. I'm not a massive fan of this one. The Pothos Zebra Blue is going. It's not bad. It's a nice plant. Look at it. It's lovely, isn't it? But it's just not for me at the moment, that one. I think if I was to have one of these, I think I'd get one on a pole. But anyway, we're on 6. They're definites. I'm not even considering taking them off the list. They are 6 definite plants that are going to either be sold, gifted, or binned. We've got the palm, right? And this is going anyway, so I can't count this because this palm is going to my workplace. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, I look after the plants at work. So I donated some there and I get a budget to spend on plants to make the office look nice. And I've actually said already that I'm going to donate this to work. So because of the fact that I look after them, I'm still keeping it, Anna, because if I left work, I'd probably take my plants with me, or maybe not, maybe I wouldn't, to be fair. But still, it's going to be in my care, so I can't count this one. I thought I had a bit of an easy way out with that then, but that's cheating, isn't it? And then this is the front of the house. This is a Claniverum. No chance am I getting rid of that. That was a birthday present off my partner. There's this Syngonium mottled. I bought that to make my other one a bit more fuller. No way would I ever get rid of that. This one, so this is the Hoya Bella. I'm not a fan of it. I bought it. This was not an impulse buy either. I bought it with the intention of keeping this, but I'm not a fan of it being so like, you know, it's on the trellis and it just seems very bushy. I'm not really a fan of that. So if I can't find 10, that will probably go on the list. And then we've got the Alocasia Adora Variegated. I won that as a prize. So I'm not going to get rid of that. And this is my favourite Hoya, so we're not going to get rid of that. So maybe that. This Aglaonema is here because I was going to take it to work because I didn't like it. But as I've put it here, because this is where my snake plants were, but we've moved the snake plants to another place. And as I've put this here, and every time I come out into the hallway, I actually like it. So that could have been one. but I think I'm going to keep that. This is not an easy task, you know, guys, because every time I keep coming back to this group of plants, I keep thinking, well, do you know what? Why would I get rid of this, even though I've promised it to someone? So I have to follow through with that. And then I'm thinking, this silver dragon's really nice. I never thought I would give alocasias away. Not too bothered about this ficus, and I'm not too bothered about this cedar blue. Now down at the outhouse, and I've got to find 4 plants in this space. Now this is a work in progress, this area. A lot of the plants I've brought down here are for a reason. So on that stand there, that's going to be snake plants, I think. And I think maybe aglaonemas on that stand. There's no way on earth I'm going to be getting rid of my big alocasia. I can't get rid of that peace lily because that was a gift off my niece. I'm obviously not going to get rid of any aglaonemas, and I'm certainly not going to get rid of that. What else have we got? Oh, yeah, so this is a banana plant. Somebody gave me this a while back, and it's basically, it grew about 3 new leaves, and then it's just stopped growing. It's not grown for ages. And if I'm honest, I probably neglect this plant. So that's going on the list, 100%. This Waieti, this is a Hoya Waieti. I don't like it. The reason it's not with my other ones is because I'm not a fan. Let me get it in the light a bit better. So there you go, look. I'm actually not a fan of this plant. So that's going on the list. I actually, when I came down here, I didn't think I'd be finding anything, but there's 2 already. I just need 2 plants to move on. Wow, honestly, I'm really struggling. What have we got? I'm really struggling. The allocation, no. Oh, I don't know about this. I don't know. This is a Monstera deliciosa. And I guess I don't really need it. Got a new leaf coming through there as well. I guess I don't really need this plant. I bought this to prove something to myself, I suppose. And am I really bothered about that anymore? We're going to put this on. This is going to make it 9. We're going to put it on. Do you know what, right? I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. I'm down to 9. There's no more in here I want to get rid of. These things here are just little experiments growing some ficus in some leca. So I'm not going to get rid of any of my experiments. That Tenanth bill marks down there is one of the first plants I ever bought, and it's a nightmare. That's another little experiment in leca. So I think we're probably going to have to go back to the Brantianum. Right guys, we have 9 plants. I've just brought these back up from the outhouse. We've got the 9 plants. As I've just had a little walk around my house, I don't see anything, so we're going to go back into the plant room. So we're back in the plant room, and it's going to have to be this Brantianum. It's going to have to be. It's the only one that I'm probably a little bit sad about, if I'm honest with you. I do like this. I have to go into the 10. So I've actually got 10 plants. I'm glad that I decided on 10, because I think anything else I would be a bit gutted. I'm a little bit gutted about that philodendron, if I'm honest with you. So now all I need to do is go through them and decide what we're going to do with them. I think, so let's get the elephant out of the room around the binning, because I know that some people will probably sat there gasped that I said I'm going to bin some plants. I'm actually only going to bin one of these, and I'm going to bin this banana plant because, like I said to you, it's not done anything for a couple of months. That leaf has not unfurled. I'm not going to give that to someone else because they grow huge, right? And the people who I know, there isn't anyone really who keeps plants. That's going in the bin. That's the only one that is going in the bin. So we'll remove that from the list. Then I need to decide which ones I'm going to gift. So this Hoya Flamingo Dream is a gift, we know that, so we'll move that out. Oh yeah, there's another gift, isn't there? So there's this Monstera Thai Constellation, which, look at that leaf, is beautiful. We'll take that out. So we're looking at gifts, what else are we going to gift? I'm going to gift this Pothos Ceiba Blue to somebody. So we're going to put that on the gift list as well. And then I'm going to sell the fry deck, because that was my plan with this, to get some money back on what I spent on mine. So that's going on the sell. I'm going to sell the silver dragon because that'll be a plant that should sell easy. I should sell this silver dragon really easy because obviously alocasia are really popular. So we'll stick that on the sell list. So we're still, are we going to gift? Let's find something to gift. I'm going to gift this. So this is going to get gifted. I don't know who to, but I'll find someone to gift it. And like I said, that is my problem. It's hard for me to, I don't really have people who are local to me or in the family that keep plants. I'm a bit of a solo on that. So we're putting that on the gift. I'm going to gift this to someone. I think someone would like a Monstera. I reckon I've got someone at work who I think will take this Monstera because they've talked about it. So that's going on the gift as well, which leaves us with two. I'm going to sell the ficus and I'm going to sell the Brandtianum. So let's put them into the categories and have a look at how it's worked out. From a numbers point of view, it's worked out quite well. So I have got 4 that I'm going to sell, one that's going to get binned, and then I have got 5 that's being gifted out. So I think that's a good mix, if that's honest, because it's nice to give people plants. It's not great to bin plants, so one's not bad on that. And then I will put some more money back into my plant room by selling these plants as well. So I think that turned out well. I'm really happy with how that's worked out. Let's wrap this video up now, guys. All right, guys, so I've just come to edit the video and add it to YouTube and realised that I've not done an outro on the day. So this is a wing it one, if that makes sense. But I did want to say thank you. So thank you so much. Thank you so much if you're still here. And thank you for all the support. I've just been getting loads of great support and I'm really enjoying it. So if you're still here and you haven't subscribed, consider it. You just click the subscribe button and you ping the bell for notifications. And I am going to leave it there, and I hope to see you on the next one.